everyone, it is Mona here at Craft Klatch. Happy New Year! This is the first Another Coaster Friday of 2015. And to ring it in, we're going to do a New Year's resolution coaster. I have prepared my resin. I'm using the Easy Cast. You could use the Envirotex Light, doesn't make any difference. I found a scroll clip art online and I put that in my word processing program and created a little resolution list. And it says Mona's resolutions for 2015. And I thought this would be fun. I'm going to do two versions of it. I'm going to do it with the regular paper, printed on regular paper, and one on cardstock, just to see how it all comes together, because I'm afraid if this becomes a little bit transparent or anything, that you might see the glitter behind it. So we'll just see which one works better. But I thought this would be fun. You could even make a tradition of it every year, do it, and kind of see how your resolutions change over the years, or you can look back and kind of laugh and see what kind of goofy things there was. So for mine this year, I want to lose some weight, exercise, start yoga, and I want to double my Craft Klatch subscribers, and that would be around 75,000 subscribers. So that's my goal. And I actually have a fifth one. I forgot to print the most recent one, and that is to clean my craft room. Now all of these seem a lot more doable than the last one, cleaning my craft room, but I'm going to give it a shot. And if you kind of make it your everyday coaster, it's kind of a fun reminder to stick to your resolutions and kind of have it at the front of your mind. So for this background, I am going to do blue, black, and silver. And I have enough resin to make two. You can make the background any color you want. I'm just kind of having fun with these particular colors, only because they kind of remind me of New Year's, but you could just do your favorite colors too. And if you're looking for the mold, you can find it linked over on my website at craftclatch.com. You can find where I have it linked to Amazon. That's where I purchased it at. So I have all that information over there if you're ever looking for it. So I'm going to pour these right in. So I'll let this sit, and I'll pop any bubbles that might come up in the meantime with my lighter, but I'll let them sit overnight, and then I will come back for the next layer. The first layer of resin has set, and now we can put on our little resolutions. And this is just a little bit lumpy, and if you're having any concerns about it, it's the thicker stuff that floated to the top. You can put another thin layer of resin over it. We're not going to do that. We're just going to kind of go with it. So I've printed my resolutions out, and this is just on regular paper, and then this is on the cardstock. We're going to see which one works better. The cardstock is not going to make any difference that there's a little bit of lump going on, and we'll see if the paper one, the regular paper one, does. So we'll just experiment and see. And I'm using the Super Gloss Mod Podge, and I like that because it's clearer than the regular Mod Podge. It doesn't go on quite as cloudy and filmy. So I put it all along the back. Now I'm going to put it down. Place it where I want it. Then I'm going to paint over it. Now it's really important, and I know I've talked about this before, to seal paper, because if you don't seal the paper, you'll get the dark spots when the resin soaks into the paper. So I'm not just putting it on the paper, I'm actually putting it everywhere, so you won't see any type of a difference, just in case. And I'm going to do this, probably 2 more times, just because I want to make sure it's sealed and I don't get any of those dark spots. So I'll let it dry between the coats, and I'm going to do the very same with the cardstock. Put it on the back, and then put it down, and then put it on the front. Now once you have the paper on there, you might get bubbles trapped underneath there. Just make sure you have enough of the Mod Podge on there, and then take your finger and go over it. Now again, I'm using a laser printed piece of paper. I'm not sure how well this would work with the inkjet, so anybody that's worked with inkjet and has used Mod Podge with it, if you have any tips or suggestions, definitely leave it in the comments below to share, so that other people can gain from your knowledge and your experience too. I have about 3 coats of the Mod Podge on here, and it's completely dry. And I've prepared some more resin, which I will pour over both. You just need a very thin layer on top, because obviously the paper is flat. Give the bubbles just a little bit of time to rise to the top, and then you can take your lighter and just go over them. That'll pop the bubbles that run to the surface. and then let it sit for a minimum of 12 hours before unmolding it. The coasters have set, so now I'm going to remove them from the mold. So here they are all finished. You can see this one was the regular paper. It's a little bit darker, and this is a cardstock, and it stayed nice and bright white. And here are the backs, which are pretty. Now you have a constant reminder of what you wanted to accomplish this year. So I hope you like it. I hope you give it a try. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll definitely see you next time. Happy crafting and Happy New Year.